All right, so we're gonna start in a seat today. We're gonna start with a little just movement and breath in the upper body. So if you want, you can sit up on the bolster, you can sit up on a blanket, and if you don't wanna sit up, that's also okay. Okay, so just get comfortable. You can cross your legs, you could sit in Virasana on your knees. And then I want you to just start to settle your hands wherever your hands want to relax. And see if you can just start to close the eyes. Just allow yourself to get present in the body, just kind of disconnecting from life, from your commute here, from your day. Go ahead and take a nice slow breath in through the nose. Just exhale it out of the mouth. Just two more like that. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. One more. Inhale, fill yourself up. Exhale, let it go. Come to the bottom of the breath and just pause for 5 seconds, holding the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a slow inhale through the nose. Go ahead and exhale out of the nose. Again, inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. One more. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Take a slow inhale. Fill yourself up. Pause and hold here now for 10 seconds. If you can't hold it, don't worry about it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all your air. You can blink the eyes open, connecting a little breath with movement. We're going to inhale, arms all the way up. Feel free to gaze up and think about lengthening the sides of your waist. And then exhale, just let your hands come down. Good, do that again. Inhale, sweep it up. You can let your spine move a little bit. You can let your head move, and then exhale, drop it down. Good, one more like that. Inhale, sweep it up. I want you to stay here, make fists. Close your eyes, hold your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your mouth. Bring your palms together down the midline, down into prayer pose. Just take 3 smooth breaths of your choice. Just kind of notice where your mind's at, your energy, your emotions, your physical body. Just kind of taking inventory, no judgments. Then from here, clasping your palms and shooting them away from the heart. See if you can let your chin fall down into your chest. And take 3 full breaths across your upper back, breathing in. And breathing out, see if you can soften your knees, your hips. Breath in. Good, breath out. One more, inhale. One more exhale, and then take the gaze up, blink the eyes open, take your arms up to the sky, and then I just want you to go a little side to side before we come down. So just imagine from your hip, from your pelvic bone, all the way up the sides of the waist. Maybe you gaze down, maybe that feels better for your neck. Maybe you gaze forward or even up, just kind of working through the sides of the ribs. Just one more breath. Good, and last thing seated here, I want you to take your hands and take them behind your head. So support your skull. You can take your thumbs down your neck, and on an inhale, you're gonna gaze up, open the heart. And on an exhale, you're just gonna slowly round it, close it off. Do that again. Inhale, open heart, open chest, support the head. And exhale, close it off, round it off, chin to chest. Just one more. Inhale, open it up. Breathe, front of the lungs. Exhale, close it off, back of the lungs. Stay here for a full breath in. Full breath out, and very slowly, you're gonna let one ear come to one shoulder, just a little head roll. And then let your chin come back down to the chest, and then let the other ear roll to the other shoulder. Just do that a couple times. You can keep your elbows in and tucked, or you can let your elbow kind of shine up to the ceiling. Your choice. Keep breathing. Nothing drastic, nothing major, just little motion, opening up the neck, the upper back. Go ahead and just take one more roll side to side. Good, and then eventually you come back to center, relax your hands down from your head and slowly pick your head up, and we'll come down to our back now. So go ahead and move your bolster out of the way, move your blanket, blocks, whatever you got. Then take your strap next to you, take your blocks next to you, and come down to the mat. So as always, you can roll down to one shoulder, one hip, and then you can allow yourself to roll back. Just come all the way down to your spine now and notice the difference between holding your body weight, your skull, your head up versus letting yourself relax back. You can bend your knees and place the soles of the feet on the ground. Hi. Just relax through the lower body and notice any tension in the back of your pelvis, back of your hips. Take your right hand down on your lower belly and take your left hand up on your chest. On an inhale, try to breathe down into your lower right hand and then try to breathe up into your upper left hand. Exhale, let your top hand melt. Exhale, let your bottom hand melt. Do that again. Inhale, down low. Inhale, up high. Exhale from the top. Exhale to the bottom. 3 more. Inhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, high. Exhale, low. 2 more. Inhale, fill up the belly. Inhale, fill up the chest. Exhale, relax the chest. Relax the belly. Just one more. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest. Exhale, lower belly. Gently pull your knees up and into the chest. Let's start loosening through the lower back. And as you place a little resistance on the knees, let that tailbone melt down. Little pressure in the hips. 3 slow breaths in. And out. Relax the upper back. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly open your knees out to the sides. Find that space in your inner hip, your inner groin line, and take 3 more breaths. There might be these subtle movements of the joints. Maybe the knees move slightly down and slightly up as you're breathing here. Just 2 more breaths. And there's no wrong or there's no right. Just please avoid discomfort, pain, numbness, or tingling. And when you're satisfied, you're going to bring your inner thighs all the way back together in front of the chest. Take your hands on top of your knees. On an inhale, push your knees away from you. On an exhale, pull them in towards the chest. Again, inhale, push your knees out, lengthen the back. Exhale, draw your knees in, curl the back. 2 more if you can. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, curl it in. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, curl it in. Drop your tailbone back through to neutral, hands on your knees. Now you're going to go in and out. You're going to inhale, open your knees out to the sides. Exhale, bring them back in together. Do that again. Inhale, open your knees out to the sides. Exhale, back in together. Just 2 more. Inhale, opening. Let it flow. Let it feel easy. Exhale, back together. 1 more. Inhale, opening. And exhale, stay here. Take 3 more full breaths into your inner hips. Just this chance to let go of the pressure of the pelvis, the pelvic diaphragm, the lower back. You can draw your inner thighs back together in front of the chest and set the soles of the feet down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out and just rearrange your back, readjust your shoulders. Take your arms out to the side in a T. Let's work our inner hips. Heel toe your feet wider than the yoga mat. Walk your toes down just about a ½ inch away from your groin. Take an inhale. On your exhale, both knees are going to fall towards the right side of the room. So we'll start with a nice stretch across the left hip, the quad, all the way up to the left ribs. And on an inhalation, allow yourself to come back and through to the neutral. Exhale, allow your knees to fall over to the left side of the room, lengthening through that right inner hip, all the way up to your right rib cage. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale melts you over to the right. Inhale brings you back up through to center, warming up this area. Exhale over to the left. Just a couple more. Inhale back to center. If you want to go a little deeper, you can reach your arms back behind you. Palms up or palms down. You could also fold your elbows and grab a hold of either elbow. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees over to the right. This time, pause, flex your left foot. If you need a block under your knee, feel free to slide a block. And we're going to stay for 2 slow breaths in and out. Can you feel the length moving into your lower back, into your hip? Breathe it in. Breathe it out. On your next inhalation, allow your knees to come back up through to neutral. On your next exhalation, knees over to the left. Flex your right foot. Take 2 slow breaths in and out. Feel that length all the way to the knee. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. On your next inhale, come back up through to center. Rearrange your arms if you like a new position. Last time, exhale, knees over to the right. Flex that left foot. For those of you who want more depth in the pose, deeper stretch. Stack your right ankle on top of your left thigh bone. Think of the front of your hip moving forward, almost ironing out the crease, lengthening through that left side body. Take 3 full breaths in and out. What can you let go of in here? Breathe in, fill up your lower back. Breathe out, try to diminish some of the tightness. Just one more, breath in. Breath out. You're going to unwind if you have your right foot bound. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly come back up through to neutral. You can adjust your hips. You can adjust your pelvis, neck, shoulders. Breathe it in. Second side, breathe it out. Knees fall over to the left. Again, if you need that block, you use a block under the right knee. You can flex your right foot. And perhaps you stack your left ankle on top of the right thigh bone. The front of the right hip should be moving forward in space, lengthening through the front knee. Take 3 belly breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, can you get your rib cage, your diaphragm open? Exhale, can you feel that length, opening up the pelvis? One more breath in. One more breath out. You're going to unwind your left foot if you have it bound, and you're going to slowly bring your legs back in through to neutral. Heel toe your feet back onto the yoga mat and slowly pull your knees back up into your chest. Give yourself another hug. This time you're going to quietly rock your body heavily from left to right. And just massage out the residue in between your shoulder blades. Down into your sacrum, your lower back, your pelvis. Let the skull rock. Get a little massage rolling, going through the back of your head. And are you still breathing? Take 2 more breaths. Just one more breath. Bring the weight of the body back to neutral. Happy baby pose. Send the soles of the feet up and let your knees open wide. Just allow your hips to settle in their first desired position. No pain. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. You're going to move right into your feet. I want you to inhale, point your toes up. Exhale, flex your toes back. Again, inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. 2 more. Point. And flex. 1 more. Just really get all the fluid moving through the joints, the tissue of the toes, the feet, and then roll it out. Big rotations. So it's so nice to unlock the ankles and the feet every single day. Just kind of reversing gravity, let everything flow down to the heart. Then go the opposite way. Roll it out, maybe get a little movement in your calf muscle, your Achilles tendon. You can wiggle out your toes. Good, and then see if you want to rock yourself slightly from side to side. And there's no rush. Take time. Try to get heavy in the back of your hips. And whatever feels good for your own body, take 4 more breaths. Slight little adjustments where you need them. 3 more breaths. And 2. 1 more breath. Bring it in, fill it up. Let it go, let it release. Bring your inner thighs back together in front of your chest. Give yourself a squeeze and then set the soles of the feet down to the ground. Open up your feet about the width of your yoga mat. Turn your toes inward like a pigeon toe and then let your knees fall together. Take your hands on your torso, on your abdomen, and take a couple slow breaths. Try to visualize that triangular bone at the base of your spine, your sacrum. And when you inhale, imagine breathing into the sacrum and imagine your pelvis kind of spreading out from the sacrum. And as you exhale, imagine just this softening, this heaviness in the lower back. Just 2 more breaths like that. Visualize it, bring it right into that bone. Exhale, really letting your knees melt together. 1 more breath. Good. Bring your feet back through to neutral. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh bone, figure 4. Take your block, one of your blocks, we're going to do a little bit of traction in the hip. I want you to take your block and you're going to take it right in the middle of your femur bone, okay? Right in the middle of your thigh, inner thigh. And you're going to take your hands on the other edge of the block. Mindfully walk your shoulders underneath of you so your upper body is open. Take a breath in. On your breath out, I want you to push physically into the block and you're going to gently push the thigh bone away, tractioning your hip. Be mindful, don't overdo it. And then inhale, back off. Do that again. Exhale, gently press into the block. You're going smooth and steady pressure. Can you keep it out of your neck? And inhale, back off. 1 more time. Exhale, press into the thigh bones. Stay here. Take 3 full breaths in. And out. If it hurts, you back off. Try not to shift your pelvis, but allow your pelvis to stay grounded. 1 more breath. Good. And then release that block off to the side. If available, you're going to pull your figure 4 up and into the chest. You can clasp your hands behind your left thigh or use your yoga strap. And let the left leg be lazy and heavy. Let the tailbone lengthen away, shoulders underneath of you. And start to work that space into your right hip. Deep breath in. On an exhale, pump it into the chest a little deeper. On an inhale, back off. Let your legs float away. On an exhale, pump it in, just like we did with the block. 2 more. Inhale, back it off. Exhale, give it a slow, even pull. Pump it in. 1 more. Inhale, back off. Exhale, squeeze it in. You can keep the tension and you can gently rock yourself from side to side. And keep breathing into the perimeter of the right hip. We're going to take 6 more solid breaths. It could be movement or they can be stillness. Any pain, sharpness, back off. And I want you to imagine you're breathing low and wide, as if the inhale's coming down to the lower body and spreading out the hips. 3 more breaths. What are you thinking about? Start to settle into the sensation of the pose. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. And then release that left foot down when you're satisfied. Release your right foot down. Maybe you extend the legs all the way down the mat for a moment. Just kind of releasing the heaviness, the pressure of the pelvis. Take an inhale, breathe in. Breathe in again. Sigh it out of your mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, even bigger. Inhale, nose. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Wiggle your toes out, roll out your ankles, wiggle your fingers and your wrists, and then bend your knees, soles of the feet on your mat. Just adjust your posture, your back, and cross your left ankle over right thigh bone. Take your block. We're going to start with that little bit of pressure in the hip socket, little traction. Take the edge of the block into the middle of the thigh, the inner thigh, and take your hands on the opposite edge. Walk the blades underneath of you so your collarbones are open. Adjust your back. Keep your neck soft. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push the block into the thigh. Pressure into the hip socket. On an inhale, back off. On an exhale, little pressure. Notice if it wants to tilt or shift your pelvis. 2 more. Inhale, back off. Exhale, little pressure into the thigh. 1 more. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Little pressure. Push here. Stay here. 3 breaths in. Low and wide and out. You're keeping the pressure of the block. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 1 more. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Release the block. If available, pull your figure 4 up to the chest. Clasp your hands behind the right thigh or the yoga strap. And again, let your right leg feel kind of lazy and heavy, so it's pulling your lower back into extension. Walk your shoulder blades underneath of you. Have a long spine. On an inhale, fill yourself up. On an exhale, you're going to gently squeeze the figure 4 to your chest. Inhale, back it off. Exhale, give it a squeeze into the body. Again, inhale, back it off. Exhale, give it a squeeze, opening that left hip. 1 more. Inhale, back off. Exhale, last squeeze. You can keep the tension, stay here. And if it feels nice, little rock from side to side. Give your pelvis, your hips 6 more breaths here. Get out of your mind, out of your thoughts. And try to trace this wrapping sensation around the hip to your lower back, that sacrum bone we were just focusing on. 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Maybe pause wherever it feels a little bit tighter. 1 more breath. And then mindfully releasing the right foot down, releasing the left foot down. You can extend your legs all the way down the mat. Place your hands wherever they feel good. And just take 3 grounding breaths of your choice. Don't have to force your breathing, just allow it. 2 more breaths. Is there any skin you can soften around your bones? any muscles you can melt. We're going to pull everything into alignment. We're going to pull our muscles to bone, bone to joint, little active pose here. Very simple. You're going to extend your legs out and you're going to bring your inner thighs together. Then bring your arms up overhead. Palms are facing up to the ceiling. If your hands do not reach the ground, you can rest them on a bolster over your head or a blanket. Okay. If you need a little lift, place your arms on something over your head. Okay. On an inhale, you're going to fill your body up and relax everything you can think of. On an exhale, you're going to pull your toes back, flex through your heels, engage your core, press your lower back down, and reach through your fingertips. Hands come off the ground an inch or two. Everything active pulling in, and then inhale, everything relaxes out. Do that again. Exhale, activate, reach through your heels, zip up your core, lower back down, reach through your fingertips like everything's squeezing into the middle. And then inhale, relax. Couple more. Exhale, activate, reach through your heels, zip up your belly, lower back down, reach through your fingertips, your palms are facing up, reach, reach, reach. And inhale, relax. Provided there's no pain, 2 more. Exhale, reach, heels to fingertips, pull your belly in. Inhale, relax. One last one, everybody. Exhale, reach through your heels, zip your belly, reach through your fingertips, and then relax. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on the mat. Pull your knees back up into your chest. Little twist. You're going to take your arms out to the side, palms face up. Take an inhale. On your exhale, let your knees fall over to the right side of the room. Lift up your left side, your left shoulder as much as you need to. Reach your right fingertips a little further out to the right. Scoot your right shoulder blade. Adjust your head. And take your left hand on to your rib cage. Inhale deep into your left ribs. Exhale, allow your upper back to gently twist. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale to your left hand. Exhale, your upper back, your thoracic spine is twisting. 1 more like that. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. You can leave your left hand there. You can put your left hand on your shoulder like a chicken wing. You can put it out to the side like a cactus arm or a T. And you're going to take 3 more breaths in. And out. Make sure in your twist you're not going too far, too soon. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 1 more breath in. Breath out. On an inhale, let your gaze come back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your knees back to center, back into the chest. Give yourself a little mini hug for a moment. Little wiggle of the hips if you need it. Then we'll try that twist on the second side. Arms out to the side, palms up. Take an inhale. On an exhale, let your knees fall now over to the left side of you. Okay, let the right shoulder, right side lift up. Don't have to pin it down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, scoot your left fingertips, left shoulder out to the left. Adjust your head. Take your right hand onto your right rib cage. Inhale to your right ribs. Exhale, imagine your upper body gently twisting. Inhale to your right lung. Exhale, gentle twist. 1 more, breathe it in. And breathe it out. If it feels good, stay there or change the shape of your arm. Fingertips to shoulder, out in a cactus arm or a T. Take 3 mindful breaths. Remember, it's not about how deep you're twisting. It's about your nervous system. Don't push too hard on the spine. You never want to force. 1 more breath. And then allow the gaze to come back to neutral. Allow your knees to come back up into the chest. No rush. And then go ahead and set the soles of the feet down to the ground. You can adjust your hips. You can extend your legs all the way down the mat. Just place your hands somewhere comfortable and take 2 soft breaths. Little by little, I want you to imagine everything unlocking from your joints, from your spine, everything slowly coming back into equilibrium, into balance. We're going to take a nice deep side body stretch. I want you to bring your legs together, reach your arms up to the sky, bend your elbows and grab a hold of either elbow. Let your arms fall back up overhead. Again, if you cannot reach the ground, you use a bolster or a prop. Walk your right leg off to the right and then sweep your left leg to meet it. So we're quietly moving into a C shape, a crescent shape with our spine. Just walk your legs over gently. Take an inhale. If you want to go deeper, exhale, drag and slide your right elbow towards your right hip. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your hands, your head, your neck. If anybody wants a deeper sensation, you can lift up your left ankle and cross it over your right ankle. And we'll all take 6 full breaths here. Stay in a place where you can fully breathe. And then once you've mastered that, go a little bit deeper. 4 more breaths. Your head is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. Unwind your legs, unwind your spine, bring everything back to the middle of your mat. Just lower your arms down for a moment. Maybe wiggle out your hips, your posture, fingers or toes. Second side, you're going to reach your arms up. Fold your elbows, but take your other arm in front, your non-habitual grip, and then let them sink back down behind you. Walk the left leg out to the left. And the right leg's gonna slide to meet it. Take your time. You might have one side a little bit heavier, a little more locked up. If you wanna go further than that, you'll take an inhale to your right side, and on your exhale, you will slide your left elbow towards your left hip. Relax neck, head, and jaw. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. If you so choose, lift up your right ankle and cross it over your left. And take 6 mindful breaths to your right side. Just interrupt the thought process and come back into what this feels like down the side. 4 more breaths. Let your fingers relax. Your grip is easy. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. And again, when feeling content there, you will unwind your upper body and drop your arms back down to the sides. Just adjust your back, adjust your hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I want you to go ahead and grab your yoga strap. Do you need a strap? You got one? Okay, bend your knees, soles of the feet on the ground. We're gonna do a little work in the upper back with the strap. I want you to take your strap straight up overhead towards the ceiling, and your hands are about shoulder width apart, okay? Yep, so just grab your strap, shoulder width or a little wider if you need to. Your legs can do what they wanna do. You can keep them bent. You can knock your knees together if you need to. Take a nice deep breath into your upper back. As you exhale, I want you to pull your strap apart. Do that again. Now relax, fill up your breath. Exhale, try to energetically pull the strap apart. Little tension across the upper back. 2 more. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, pull it apart. Notice if you change your pelvis or your hips. One more, breath in. Breath out, pull it apart. Now, if your shoulders are okay with it, I want you to reach your hands up overhead towards the wall behind you, about an inch off the ground, same thing. Breathe in, breathe out, pull your strap apart. Again, inhale, fills you up, relaxes you. Exhale, pulls your strap apart. One more, breathe it in. Breathe it out. Pull your strap apart, pull it, pull it, pull it, and then relax your hands down. Place the strap on your belly, relax your palms, relax your hands. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You're going to take the sole of your left foot up into the strap, and you're going to lengthen your left leg all the way to the sky. Walk your hands up the strap. Once you get there, wrap them around. As always, shoulders underneath of you. Now drop that tailbone like your pelvis is heavy and decide if you want your bottom leg bent or if you want your bottom leg long. We're going to go right into the ankles today. You're going to inhale, point, and exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Good. Couple more. Point and flex. One more. Point and flex. Reach through the heels a little bit longer. Reach, 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 reach. Bend your left knee into the chest. Take the strap off of your foot. Place the strap to the side and pull that left thigh bone into the torso. On your next inhale, open your left knee out to your left armpit, left side. Take 3 full breaths. Maybe take your right hand down on your right hip bone. Press it out and down. Spread the front of your pelvis. One more breath. Bring that knee back and through the center. Take your right hand on your left knee, left arm out to the side, and slowly twist. Take it across the torso. Reach to your bottom heel. Gaze it off to the left. 2 breaths in and out. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Roll yourself back through the center. One more squeeze of the thigh into the body. And then set that left leg all the way down. Relax. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on the ground. Take your right foot up into the yoga strap. Right hamstring lengthens out. Get your pelvis even. Walk your hands up the strap, wrap them around, and take your shoulder blades underneath of you. Walk that left leg down. Spine is long, tailbone's long. Reach through your heels. And again, right into our feet. We're going to inhale, point. And exhale, flex. Again, inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Couple more, point. And flex. One more, point. And flex. Reach it out, reach it out, reach it out. Bend your knee, pull your knee into your chest. Take the strap off of your foot. Squeeze that right thigh bone into the torso. And then open your right knee out to the right side. Peel the front of the hips, maybe left hand to your left hip bone. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Pause the thinking. Come back right into your pelvis. Where do you feel the pull? Where do you feel the space building as you breathe? And then draw that right knee back in through to neutral, back in through to center. Take your left hand on your right knee, right arm out to the side, and slowly twist. Drag it across the torso. Reach through your left heel, gaze to the right. 2 breaths in and out. Unwind your spine. One more breath in. Good. Breath out. Take yourself back through to neutral. Squeeze that right knee into the chest one more time. And then set that right thigh bone down to the ground. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I want you to take your 2 blocks. We're going to do a little supported butterfly. If this doesn't feel good, just stay neutral. You're going to take your 2 blocks next to you. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on the ground, and take your blocks right next to your thighs. Some of you are going to be at the highest height, some of you medium, some of you lowest, okay? You're going to take the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall open wide. Where do those blocks need to be to support your legs? Okay, pick your height. Maybe move it a little down, a little up. I want you to get comfortable. We're going to be here for just a little bit. Any lower back pain, sacrum, hip, back off. Take your hands where they feel comfortable. Take an inhale into the soles of your feet. As you exhale, I want you to press the soles of your feet together. Maybe your thighs come together a little bit. And then relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the soles of the feet together. Pressure on the soles of the feet. And then inhale, relax. We're going to do that just 2 more times. Exhale, press the soles of the feet together. Feel the energy come through the midline. And then inhale, relax. 1 more time. Exhale, press the soles of the feet together. Feel it all the way up into your abdomen. And then relax. Maybe you need to move your blocks down a height. Maybe you need to move them all together if you'd like to go a little bit deeper. Feel free to play with moving your heels further away from your groin or closer. Maybe do the opposite of what you always do. And we're going to take just 4 more breaths in. And out. The goal is not pain, please. 3 more breaths. Sometimes this pose can feel good while you're in it, but then later it might jam up your sacroiliac joints a little more in the lower back, the hips. So just be mindful, really listen to that intuition. Take 1 more breath. Good. Take your hands on the outsides of your thighs, and on an inhale, slowly bring them back up together. Heel toe your feet to neutral. We're going to do a little abdomen massage. I want you to take your fingertips and find your belly button. And I want you to press down into your belly button in a circular motion. I personally like to kind of move my body with the rotation of my fingertips. Some of you might be a little sore, a little tender, so go easy. And then go a little bigger circle. Okay, go around your belly button, little pressure, and you're going to slowly make a bigger and a bigger circle, kind of going under your ribs. You can walk your fingertips if it's not sliding very well on your shirt. You can go under your shirt if you want, but maybe your fingertips are kind of marching in a circle. I want you to go all around and start to poke, start to prod, and kind of feel where you feel tender. Good. And then go down your midline, down your belly button line, all the way towards your pubic bone. And then go back up. Okay, you can do little kneading. Maybe your knees go kind of out to the sides. Maybe little circles. And now I want you to focus from your belly button to your groin and your pelvic bones. And I want you to kind of dig in there. You might do little rotations. I like to poke around, find something a little tender, and then work on that a little bit, little rotations. You're not being super aggressive, but belly massage can greatly help with back pain, kind of unwinding all the connective tissue in here, even getting a little into your psoas muscles by your pelvic bones. Notice what comes up. Are you holding your breath? Are you breathing? Maybe go right above your pubic bone. Maybe around your groin line. Okay, and then when you feel satisfied, tired, just shake out your hands, shake out your wrists, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Pull your knees back up into your chest. Give yourself another little hug. Take your hands back behind your thigh bones. On an inhale, you're going to lengthen your right leg up to the sky. On an exhale, you're going to bend your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your left leg up. Exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, right knee bends. Inhale, left leg long. Exhale, left knee bends. Now we're gonna go for both legs. You're gonna inhale, try to lengthen both legs up. Exhale, bend both knees in. Do that again. Inhale, lengthen both legs up. Exhale, bend both knees in. One more. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, bend them in. One last time, lengthen them up. Stay here. You can hold behind your legs or let your legs go. And I want you to point and flex several times. Last little pump of the legs, getting everything to drain, circulate. Make some rotations. Maybe you open up your feet a little bit wider. Go the opposite way. Wiggle your toes out. Reach your fingers up. Wiggle your fingers out. Roll your wrists out. Maybe let your head go side to side. And then shake it out. Little dead bug pose. Shake out your arms, your hands, your legs. Drain everything. And then draw your knees back into your chest. Last time, open your knees out towards your armpits. And you can either stay here or you can go back to happy baby pose, your choice. This will be our last pose before we rest. Any little variations, maybe your legs extend out. Maybe you cross one leg over and work more on your outer hip in this pose. Maybe just stay still and work on your inner groin. Just take your time. Your body will tell you where it needs to release, where it needs to relax. Breathe deep. Be present down into the base of your body for 4 more breaths. What can you circulate down there that feels stuck or blocked? 3 more breaths. Maybe move your face, your jaw, your nose, stick out your tongue. Just 1 more breath. Good, and when you're ready, you'll draw those inner thighs, inner knees back together in front of the chest. Give them a squeeze. This time, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift your head up and try to tap your chin to your knees. Your chin is lifting as much as you can, and then set it down, relaxing into your final Shavasana. You can extend your legs out. You can turn your palms up. Maybe the shoulder blades come underneath of you. If the mind feels busy at all today, maybe there's a blanket or a bolster providing a little weight on the belly. And I want you to go for comfort, okay, where you can feel supported, you can let go. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Just let your breath drift into the background. And imagine every exhale you get a little heavier, a little more relaxed. I'm coming back into the awareness of the breath. Go ahead and breathe out all the air in the lungs. Force the breath out. No more air in the base of the lungs. Squeeze it out. And then allow that inhale to fill back in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Open your mouth big. Sigh. Exhale. Any little movements of the body, toes, fingers, wrists or ankles. Maybe reach your fingertips away from your toes, lengthening, opening up the body. And then feel free to draw your knees up and into the chest. You can roll over to either side. Just stay on the side of the body for a moment or two, a breath or two. And again, just imagine anything washing away that no longer serves you, no longer piques your interest. Just let it go. With your eyes closed, slowly taking the weight of the body up and finding our final seat here. You can sit up on a prop or you can just sit on your hips. And taking the palms together. Again, this mudra signifies left and right hemisphere of your brain coming together. So imagine pressing them together firmly. Take the thumbs into the sternum bone. On an inhale, lift the sternum with your thumbs. On an exhale, press your palms together and let the shoulder blades drift back and down. Just take 2 soft breaths. Just knowing this breath is always accessible for you wherever you're at, whenever you need it. And on your next exhale, just bowing that head down into the heart and really thanking yourself for showing up, making an effort, taking the time. I thank all of you so much for joining me for practice. And I wish you a beautiful evening. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for coming. Lovely to see you all.